Hi, I'm Dudley Evenson. Welcome to my sacred laundry room where I do my yoga every day and meditate. I just want to talk a little bit about the crazy world that we live in and how when we pay too much attention to the news, the world news, and get all caught up in all the things that are going on, it can really be very disturbing, and it can even disturb our sleep at night and definitely disturb our peace of mind. Some of what we've learned over the years since we've been making our healing and meditation music is that there's really a power that we can access when we can sort of close out all the busyness that's around us, all the this and that and the back and forth and the conflicts and all the things that seem to be so pervasive. And we can really get to that place inside where there's an absolute stillness, a sense of inner peace and quiet. Meditation, music, mantra, chanting, affirmations, these are all tools that we can use to bring us back into that inner stillness, the quiet place within. It's easier said than done, I understand, but I do know that now more than ever, and especially in these times when the slightest little quip that anybody says in the news or this little thing goes blasting around the internet or all over Facebook or all over Twitter or whatever it is you're paying attention to, it can be very, very disturbing, and you can get quite caught up in it all. So I just want to really encourage people to use the tools that we know about. One of the tools that is always accessible is called the breath. So just consider when you hear some negative thing in the world, or perhaps someone in your workplace or in your family, or somebody yelled at you, or you had some kind of a issue or even a disappointment, that you just kind of come to that place where you can just center, take a deep breath, and just hold that breath, and just let your shoulders relax, let yourself relax, and then just release. And just breathe in. Almost like a sigh. What you're really doing is you're bringing in the life force, because that's what the breath is. Some people call it prana. It's oxygen. We know that. It helps our life. It's what the life's all about. But really, it's even a greater power than just simply a molecular structure. It is the life force. So when we are overwhelmed, when we are feeling challenged, and this can often happen during holiday times, when families come together, there are a lot of buttons that get pushed. There's a lot that occurs in home situations or with relatives that you may have conflicts with, you may have long-standing differences with, and so when you get together, even in a supposedly a happy holiday setting, you end up sometimes with buttons pushed, and also if you're having a little drink or so, and everything, it starts getting a little bit crazier in those cases. So really just use the breath, use that. It's almost like you're just sighing. You're sighing out and you're releasing. So breathing in the life force, letting it just enter every molecule in your body, and then just releasing it. So this is your number one tool, is the breath. And then you can also, I find that putting on peaceful music can be very helpful. I recommend turning off the news, turning off the television. Years ago, I was able to support Dr. Larry Dossey in one of his workshop presentations, and I had been kind of overwhelmed by some negative thoughts, and I was trying, on my way home the night before, I put on the radio, and it was just, nothing worked. It was all bad news, too much like that. And I just came up with this little song or a mantra. It was just like, turn off your radio and pray. Turn off your television and pray. Put down the newspaper and pray. And pray. And of course, Dr. Larry Dossey is the advocate of prayer and healing. And he's done a lot of research that's really shown that that's been helpful in the healing process. So whatever it is that is your tool, whether it's affirmations, a simple affirmation, just I am, I am, I am, I am. And that establishes you as the center of your universe. All that's going on around you will continue, but you become this calm center in the midst of what might appear to be a chaotic world. So centering in, using those tools, putting on your peaceful music, and of course at Soundings of the Planet we have a lot of that, and it's been really, really helpful. We find that we even listen to our own music quite a lot when we just want to create a peaceful environment in our home, in our world. And especially when you're getting ready to go to bed, because that's when a lot of the mental stuff comes in and you're trying to fall asleep. So put on some quiet, peaceful music in the hour or so before bedtime so that you can start to center down, start to calm down. Because our world is geared to get you going. Get up, get going, drink the coffee, get going. And then you end up with the jitters and you end up with the nervous system array, just overwhelmed. So what we want to do is we want to overcome that and then be able to use simple tools. They're free. They're easy. Anything that will help you find that calm center within is going to be beneficial to you as you go through the busy times of holidays or the crazy times of elections or all the conflict in the world or some terrible attack of somebody or other on somebody else. It's probably not affecting you directly, but in your mind it affects you. And so what goes on in your mind is what's really the key. And so that's where you want to develop control over your mental thought processes and also just getting your whole body to relax. So I highly recommend doing yoga or some kind of form of stretching. And walking is great. Walking outside, being in nature. These are all simple, easy to access tools that will benefit you in the long run and make you a more peaceful, calm person. And I believe that what that peace that we have within us, the peace inside of us, is what is able to extend out. And then when we touch the people around us with our peaceful nature, and then they touch the people around them with their peaceful nature, then guess what? We're going to have a much more peaceful world. I believe that's where it begins, right inside. So thank you for listening, and please check out our blog at soundings.com and comment on what it is that you do, or what are some of the tools and techniques that you use to bring more peace into your life. Thank you.